Hello dear learners, today we are going to talk about the MCQs from Pharmaceutical Chemistry 2. The subject code is 0812. We are going to talk about the synonyms or also known as type of questions. This is part 3 which we are going to talk about. In part 1 and part 2 we have covered few of the synonyms like for example antineoplastic drugs are also known by the name. Like in exam if the question is asked like what is write a note on DDS, so you should also be aware that DDS is nothing but dapsone. Dapsone is an antileprotic drug. Or if they are asking you diaminodiphenyl sulfone, so you should be aware at that time that these are all the synonyms of a single drug, that is dapsone. So like that we are going to continue with few of the MCQs in continuation with the part 1, part 2 and this is part 3. So the first question from the part 3 is, hypoglycemic drugs are also known as dash. They are whether they are known as anti-hyperglycemic drug, whether they are known as anti-diabetic drug, whether both of them or none of them. The correct answer is, it is both of them. Hypoglycemic drugs. Now hypoglycemic means what? To lower down the sugar. And anti-hyperglycemic means what? Hyperglycemic means high sugar, and anti to hyperglycemic means opposite action to the high levels of glucose. So it is anti-hyperglycemia means it is also working to lower down the sugar. Hypoglycemic, these are also working to lower down the sugar. And anti-diabetic, since in diabetes there is increased sugar level, so to bring down the sugar level down. So these drugs are known by the three names. Like anti-diabetic drugs are nothing but hypoglycemic drugs are nothing but anti-hyperglycemic drugs. These drugs work by various mechanisms, like for example sulfonylurease. They work by increasing the insulin secretion. Then metformin, these work by decreasing the hepatic glucose output. These biguanides work by increasing the glucose uptake, and this acarbose is working by decreasing the glucose absorption. So this way these anti-diabetic drugs work. Next question is, hemostatic agents are also known as dash. Whether they are known as anti-hemorrhagic agent, whether they are known as hypolipidemic drug, whether they are known as both of them or none of them. The correct answer is, it is anti-hemorrhagic agent. Now hemostatic agent and anti-hemorrhagic agent, how they are same? As you can see here, anti-hemorrhagic agent, anti-hemorrhage means to stop the hemorrhage or to stop the bleeding. So how it is possible? Anti-hemorrhage means to stop the bleeding. So hemostasis is what? Hemostasis is nothing but it is also a simple process to prevent and stop the bleeding. So this hemorrhage is opposite of that of hemostasis. That is the reason the hemostatic agents are also known as anti-hemorrhagic agent. See, this is hemorrhage, okay, which is bursting of blood, like bleeding, and this is hemostasis. Now what happens in hemostasis? Because of the clot formation, the blood within the blood vessel remains inside. It will not means bleeding will be stopped. So anti-hemorrhagic means what? To stop the hemorrhage, that is bleeding, and hemostasis is nothing but it is also to stop the bleeding. So hemostatic agents are also called as anti-hemorrhagic agent. Then next is, cholinergic agonists are also known as dash. Now cholinergic agonists. Now since these are agonists, these are definitely mimetics. Now cholinergic means acetylcholine, Acetylcholine agonist, that is cholinergic agonist, means same as that of acetylcholine. Okay. Then cholinomimetic means what? Again same as that of acetylcholine. Cholinergic, like this your parasympathomimetic system. Since acetylcholine is involved in parasympathetic transmission, parasympathetic system, okay, presynaptic neuron also and postsynaptic neuron also, acetylcholine is being released. Okay, so these are cholinomimetics also, parasympathomimetics also, and cholinergic drugs also. So the correct answer is, it is all of them. Like cholinergic agonist, they are also known as cholinomimetic, cholinergic drugs, and parasympathomimetic drugs. That means they mimic the similar kind of response, or they activate the parasympathetic stimulation. Next question is, cholinergic antagonists are also known as, whether cholinergic antagonist, now antagonist, it was previously it was agonist. So these are mimetics. Whatever antagonists are there, these are lytics. Okay. So cholinergic antagonists are also known as, yes, parasympatholytics, because पैरासिम्पथेटिक सिस्टम के अपोजिट एक्शन है. एट्रोपेनिक, yes atropinic, because atropine is producing the effect opposite of that of acetylcholine. Then anticholinergic, anti to cholinergic system. So anticholinergic or cholinolytics, that means they break down the effect of acetylcholine, or they inhibit acetylcholine effect, or they do not produce the similar kind of effect as that of acetylcholine. So the correct answer is, it is all of them. Cholinergic antagonists are nothing but parasympatholytics also, atropinic drugs also, anticholinergics also, or cholinolytics also. They are known by these various names. So you should understand the meaning first. Next, see, this parasympatholytic, anticholinergics, or cholinolytics. Next question is, indirect acting parasympathomimetics are, indirect acting parasympathomimetics. Now, in our theory lecture, we have seen the classification of parasympathomimetics. In the classification of parasympathomimetics, we have seen that they are subclassified into two types: direct acting parasympathomimetics and indirect acting parasympathomimetics. So, indirect acting parasympathomimetics are choline esterase inhibitors. Whether they are choline esterase inhibitors, anticholine esterase inhibitors, cholinergic antagonist, or all of them, the correct answer is choline esterase inhibitors. Now, why they are called as choline esterase inhibitors? Why not anticholine esterase inhibitors and cholinergic antagonist? The reason we will see. Choline esterase. Now, choline esterase, choline ester, like choline esterase, acetylcholine esterase is the enzyme which is responsible. See, this is ACH, acetylcholine esterase enzyme, which is responsible for degrading the acetylcholine. So, these direct acting parasympathomimetics, they work by directly attaching on the receptors, and indirect acting parasympathomimetic work by inhibiting this enzyme. They bind to this enzyme, and by binding to the enzyme, they inactivate the enzyme, and because of the inactivation of the enzyme, acetylcholine will not be degraded by acetylcholine esterase, and because of the prevention of degradation, more acetylcholine will be available at the effector organs ka receptor. So, indirect acting parasympathomimetics are called as choline esterase inhibitors. Means they are inhibiting the acetylcholine esterase enzyme. Why not anticholine esterase inhibitors? Because anticholine esterase is what? Choline esterase का stop करना, और उनके inhibitors. मतलब this is not possible, and this cholinergic antagonist, अभी ये तो definitely ही नहीं है, क्योंकि mimetics है तो mimetics antagonist हो ही नहीं सकता. Okay. Next question is, Cholinester's are also known as dash. Now cholinester's, if you will recall the theory lecture we have seen in the classification, that parasympathomimetics are subdivided into direct acting and indirect acting. Direct acting are subdivided into again further two classes, like they are divided into choline esters, like esters of choline and cholinomimetic alkaloids. So choline esters are nothing but esters of choline. They are not anticholinesterase inhibitors also. They are not cholinergic antagonist also. So the correct answer is it is esters of choline. Choline esters, esters of choline. Now why they are esters of choline we will see now. Because this is choline. See this quaternary ammonium. Okay, this quaternary ammonium, then CH2 bridge, and this is hydroxy. So this hydroxy, choline का hydroxy का hydrogen is replaced with ester. Okay, so here it is methacholine. Why methacholine? Because it is this methyl derivative of ester. Okay, so then here further derivatives are carbachol, okay, buthanachol. सो दिस कोलिन पे जब हाइड्रोजन निकल के ईस्टर आता है तो इट इज़, ये ईस्टर फॉर्म में होता है, तो इट इज़ दे आर कॉल्ड एज ईस्टर्स ऑफ कोलिन. मीन्स कोलिन का ईस्टर फॉर्म. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज ईस्ट्रोजेन इज ऑल्सो नोन एज डैश. Whether it is known as oestrogen, estranged, estrane, or all of them, the correct answer is it is oestrogen. Estrogen is nothing but oestrogen. Estrogen, which is also known as oestrogen. These are the endogenous estrogens, various endogenous estrogens. Now, next is oestrogens are whether estron and estetrol, whether it is estradiol, whether estriol, or all of them. The correct answer is it is all of them. Endogenous forms of estrogen are estrone also, estradiol also, estriol also, estetrol also. Now what is the difference? It is estrone, if you will see, this is one, so it is ketone. Okay, estradiol, if you will see, these are two diols. Okay, there are two hydroxy. Estriol, if you will see, this is 1, 2 and 3 hydroxy. Okay, next is estetrol is 3 hydroxy and this is 1 hydroxy. So these are the forms of endogenous estrogen. Next question is anti-epileptic drugs are also known as dash. Whether they are known as anticonvulsant drugs, whether they are known as anti-neoplastic drugs, whether anti-allergic drugs, or all of them, the correct answer is it is anticonvulsant drugs. Anti-epileptic drugs are anticonvulsant drug. Why anticonvulsant drug? Because convulsion जो होता है, there are means convulsion and seizures. So convulsions जो होते हैं, convulsion में muscle contraction is the basic feature and seizure में it is about the electrical discharges. So convulsion plus seizure जब होता है तो it is epilepsy form. So this these are the anti-epileptic drugs which are also known by the name anticonvulsant. So anti-epileptic drugs like carbamazepine, phenytoin, etc. So the phenytoin is specifically used in all the types of epilepsy except absence seizure. Now carbamazepine is more effective in absence seizure, like that. So these are the types of seizures. And convulsion is basically to deal with the muscle ka contraction and relaxation. Repeated actions. So these are also known as anticonvulsant drugs. Next question is adrenergic antagonists are also known as whether they are known as sympatholytics. Now there is a possibility because it is antagonist, and adrenergic, like adrenaline, noradrenaline is involved in sympathetic system. Then anti-adrenergic, yes, anti is possible because it is antagonist. Both of them or none of them? The correct answer is it is both of them. Adrenergic antagonists are also known as sympatholytics, as well as they are also known as anti-adrenergic. Adrenergic antagonist matlab opposite of that of adrenergic system, so it is anti-adrenergic, and antagonist are nothing but lytics, and adrenergic, adrenaline is involved in sympathetic system, so it is sympatholytic also, anti-adrenergic also. Next question is, adrenergic drugs are also known as, whether since they produce same effect as that of adrenaline, they are known as adrenergic drugs, whether they are known as sympathomimetics, whether they are known as adrenergic agonist, whether both of them or none of them? The correct answer is it is both of them. Adrenergic drugs are similar effect which are produced by the adrenaline, so they are adrenergic drugs. Sympathomimetics like mimic the or stimulatory effects of sympathetic system, and then adrenergic agonist like agonist to adrenergic system, okay, same action, so they are known by the mimetics also, sympathomimetics also, and adrenergic agonist also. Next question is, adrenaline is also known as dash, whether it is known as epinephrine, whether it is known as fight or flight hormone, whether both of them or none of them? The correct answer is it is both of them. Adrenaline is also known as epinephrine and fight or flight hormone. Fight or flight is do or die situation, or adrenaline, as you can see here, adrenaline is also known as epinephrine. Okay. Next question is, so here with this we finish with few of the MCQs from part 3 of synonym part. So stay tuned for part 4 of synonyms. Thank you.